Hey everybody, it's John Hope Bryant. I'm the founder, chairman, and CEO of Operation Hope. Janae, you come as close as you can, because I like being intimate with my audience. I feel like you're way away from me, and there's people way away from me.
I got everybody's face now.
We're in the House of Congress, U.S. House of Congress today, thanks to Bill Cheeks. I'll explain that in a moment. I've been off the grid for a moment as I'm thinking about and sorting out what's going on in this country. But we are back at it, pushing the civil rights movement, taking the fight, if you will, for the people, the fight of hope to the place of power, Washington, D.C. We're in the House of Congress. Thanks to Bill, we just provided a briefing for many of the House leaders on civil rights and credit and financial empowerment. And most of all today, we're going to talk about some success stories that can change and inspire your life. Because some people don't, even though I came from the hood, D-A-H-O-O-D, and was homeless for 6 months of my life, some people can't relate to me because supposedly I'm a success now. But I struggle every day. I struggle to make payroll every week. I struggle to achieve my aspirations. I have frustrations like everybody else, but maybe they're not the everyday common aspirations of most people. So I'm now going to bring you to some sheroes and some heroes that you can directly relate to. First and foremost, and I want you to know, history never feels historic when you're sitting in it, ladies and gentlemen. It just feels like another day. We're sitting in a moment in history right now. I'm John Hope Bryant, and I'm planning, committing, and will strategize and will act, not just with a PhD mentality, but a PhD mentality to change our world in my lifetime with the civil rights movement and with Operation Hope, the largest nonprofit financial services network for the poor, the struggling class, the teetering class, white, black, red, brown, and yellow who want to see some more green. Folks with too much month at the end of their money. That means you and me. So before I get into this, Janae, are they coming on board?
Oh, yes.
All right. So all you guys signing on board, saying, where's John Bryant been? Here I am. By the way, thank you all. 16 million views on this channel since March 2nd and growing. Tell everybody to like this page, sign up to this movement, and take your life back. Bill Cheeks, one of my brothers, why am I in D.C. today? Balling, raining, got up early, came in late, because Bill Cheeks told me to. So I get no credit because Bill told me. He's a great guy. Oftentimes people don't get credit who are like behind the scenes. Bill, very quickly introduce yourself. What was today's meeting about?
I'm Bill Cheeks, CEO of ABBA, Associates, a financial literacy company. But today it was about how do we help people improve their credit score. And we want people to have a 700 plus credit score. And we are focusing on getting legislation passed so that credit reporting agencies can tell you how to specifically improve your credit score. You would believe now that you could get that, but no, because of some legislation, they cannot do that. And so we are going to hear now from some testimonials about the importance of getting that done. And thanks to Chairman Bryant, he just delivered an outstanding message today that's going to help us make this happen.
And Bill is really to be credited for organizing this. Got Milton Little from the United Way, myself, Michael, what's Michael's name?
Turner.
Michael Turner, what's his organization?
With PERC, P-E-R-C.
These are names you need to remember. There are a lot of heroes and sheroes in the audience who have a lot of influence. Congressman was here.
Congressman and a number of congressional staffers were here. All three of the credit reporting agencies had people here, as well as one of the scoring agencies, the largest scoring agency in the business, FICO.
And we're going to push legislation for civil rights. I got George Bush to sign an executive order in 2008 to make financial literacy U.S. federal policy, but I wasn't smart enough to ask him to put some money behind it. So most school districts won't do it because it's an unfunded mandate. We're going to ask Congress to make financial literacy the federal law of the land. It should be a civil right and a civil right for every citizen at birth. That plus a bank account, an electronic debit card access bank account. You should get that when you get your social security number at birth. It should be your God-given right, not something you got to beg for, something you got to ask because you had double check systems. Go and beg and ask somebody for your dignity back, your financial dignity back. You should have at birth an electronic bank account endorsed by the government, and you should have the right for financial literacy education, because without that, you are being pimped in broad daylight. What did Malcolm X say? You've been pimped, you've been bamboozled, you've been tricked, you've been fooled. It's what we don't know that we don't know that's killing us, and we've got to know better so we can do better. The legacy of the Freedmen's Bank, which you'll hear me broadcast on later today. Yes, I'm coming back to you on another broadcast later today. To the left of me is the living legacy of my work, a financial coach for Hope, a Hope financial coach in Anacostia, where Frederick Douglass's home resides, same city, for a Hope Inside. We now have orders of over 400 Hope Insides, 200 Hope Insides just ordered from Sun Trust Banks to finish the legacy of Abraham Lincoln and Frederick Douglass and the Freedmen's Bank, to set people free, which means that we're going to have the largest delivery system in this country for urban economic empowerment, and soon we're going rural too, because our white brothers and sisters who are poor and are struggling deserve our services too. We cannot take any pleasure that there's a hole in my end of our boat, or I can take no pleasure there's a hole in your end of our boat. We're all in this mess together. So whether you're white, black, red, brown, or yellow, you want to see some more green. And whether you're black and brown and urban with a 500 credit score, or you're white and rural with a 500 credit score, your pain is the same. It's just that when white folks have a headache, black folks have pneumonia, but we're all sick. And we got to get healed together. And that's the mission we're on. So this young lady, introduce yourself and tell the story of the client that came in your office, please.
My name is Sherelle Hood-Silwy, and a gentleman came into the bank.
Which Hope Inside?
Hope Inside in Anacostia.
With which bank?
Sun Trust.
Okay.
And he walked in the bank, we spoke, he went over to the teller to ask for a deposit slip. They didn't give him one. As he was walking out, we had a conversation, and he was really depressed and said, they wouldn't give me a deposit slip. And I said, well, come on in, let's have a conversation. And he says, I said, are you an account holder? He says, no, I'm not. I have my Rush card and my Global card. And he, in his mind, he thought that he could link his deposit to one of those debit cards, if you will.
And I'm not digging on the Rush card, but it's expensive.
Right. And so when I explained to him that that could not be done, and I did a little more digging, and we had a conversation, walked him over to the branch manager. She then opened up an account, and he walked back into my office. And just the pride that this gentleman had, he was standing up straight, and he was so excited. And
so that just that little success changed his whole energy.
Oh,
right?
yes, absolutely. He was so happy, and he says, well, I had bad credit. I said, do you have time? Let's pull your credit. Let's see what's going on. He had no credit established. And so now I'm working with him to establish a credit profile. He called me about 2 weeks after his account was open and said, now I want to deposit some money. Do I need to come back and see you? And I said, you can go to any Sun Trust branch you like and deposit money. And so that made me feel good that he even called me back to still consider me as for a resource.
So, but tell him about the credit. He thought his credit. What did he say?
Oh yeah, he thought his credit was bad, but he had no credit established at all.
Whoa. Wait. He assumed. Listen now. He assumed his credit was bad. And my dad used to say growing up, my credit is bad. My dad's credit was so bad he called it credit, Bill. My credit is bad. And so he thought his credit was bad. Mm-hmm. And he really had never checked.
Never checked.
And he's 40, how old?
42 years old.
42 years old, never checked his credit. And what was the reality?
He had no credit history.
Not bad credit, he had no credit history. And so he was surprised, right?
Absolutely.
Did he feel empowered after that?
Absolutely. So we're working with him now to establish credit.
Knowledge is power. By the way, because this is being recorded, because I've got several people on the video, I can't respond to your comments in real time. I do want you to know I'm seeing your comments. Edwin, Charles, Transformation Sleeve, Richard Baker, William Terry, Raven Gilbert, Melinda Tynes, Andrea Dixon, Timothy Chambers, Tony Joyner, Bertha Tolson, all you, I see you, and I will respond personally when I get in the car going to my next meeting. Okay, thank you so much. This young lady is one of our testimonials, our client testimonials. We've never met before.
No, yeah.
And this gives me so much. When I walk into an airport, and the TSA agent says, hey man, 650.
Oh, really?
He's telling me at my credit score, I'm at 650. I'm walking down the hall, one of the janitors in the airport, hey man, 680. You know,
That's
and
great.
I'm walking to the plane. The person stops me and she wants you to know you helped me become a homeowner. Change. I mean, look, all the criticism coming at me. People don't like me. People hating on me. I can't cut a break even in my family. Nobody's happy with anything. But when I meet a young lady like this, and she says, because of our work, my life is different. It's all worth it.
It's all worth it. Makes you want to get up in the morning. Every morning. I got
It's all
up
worth
at 5 o'clock this morning because
woke me
I was
up.
excited.
Irritate me.
too.
Right? So, okay, introduce yourself and let's hear that you're like the closer. I keep talking about dropping the mic. You are the closer.
All right, how about this, guys? Hello, everyone. My name is Janine. I'm from Cleveland, Ohio. I started out with my credit when I was in college. I basically ruined it, swiping cards for books and Skittles in the afternoons, things like that we do in college. And then got left school debt, couldn't pay it off, job, we all have those things relatable with family and doing what we have to do. But then everything hit the fan when I no longer had a vehicle, was unable to get financing, was turned down by my bank, didn't know what to do at all whatsoever. But I did come in contact with a wonderful organization, the Operation Hope, and they were able to...
Which Hope Inside, by the way?
With PNC Fairfax.
PNC Cleveland. So Hope Inside, PNC Cleveland, Fairfax, right?
Yes, absolutely. So I stepped in there. I've been referring people for a while because I was in that sort of thing. So I've been referring for a while, never stopped in for myself. I stepped in for myself. I spoke to a young man there who was fantastic. He was fantastic. He was able to pull my credit score. He told me what was there. I saw what was there. He explained that, and to take it a little bit further. And I was hesitant at first, guys. I really was.
No, even let's be cynical. You're like, I'm not sure this is real. This is legit, right?
Exactly. Wait a minute.
Who is this John Bryan guy?
Exactly. Come on. But what he did then...
Free? Come on, free.
That's the key word right there.
Yeah.
Free. Absolutely. So what they did, I actually was able to sit down on the phone one-on-one with someone, talk to them personally about what it is that I was doing, what I had been doing in the past, and what I needed to do to correct that. Long story short, everyone, I was actually able to get auto financing, able to save, secure for myself and my family. I was able to purchase my first home.
Ooh.
And I also got a better job. So
Whoa. And what did your credit score improve by?
Oh, yeah, my credit score improved by almost 150.
Wow. That is
Whoa,
fantastic.
no.
In the halls of
Y'all
Congress.
watching reality TV shows.
In the halls of
talking
Congress.
about the Kardashians, what Kanye West crazy rear end doing, all this stuff. None of that's going to change your life.
No.
None of that's going to have one impact on your life. Arguing over crazy stuff, following crazy people, talking about crazy things. But here is an example of somebody who decided to focus and take her life back. Focus on the things that matter most. Over what period of time did you?
I think it was about 2 years or so.
Over 2 years. I promise you 120 points in 24 months. 2 years, about 24 months. Your credit improved what?
Almost 150 points.
And now a homeowner.
More than we promised. 150 points. Do you know nothing changes your life more than maybe God or love than moving your credit score 120 points? You get a better job. You get better rates versus an 18% interest on a car. It's basically a moving bomb that you're going to pay for 4 times. It's like slavery, economic slavery. Andrew Young said, to live in a system of free enterprise, not to understand the rules of free enterprise, must be the definition of slavery. As Dr. King's right arm of the civil rights movement, Andrew Young, my mentor. Then she went from a car loan, not at 18%, but 2%, because now she can control her destiny and define. They don't see her as a black customer, they see her as a green customer.
Green customer.
And then she said, I'm going to become a homeowner now. My dignity's up, my shoulders are back, I'm going to take my life back. And we never met. She didn't need a speech from me. In fact, she preferred probably not to have met me. So has this been transformational for you?
This has been absolutely transformational for me, but not only for me, for my family and the people that in my family who I referred to the program, who are actually in the program, helping them. So I just want to get it out there, throw it out there, and just help as many people as I possibly can.
Has it helped your self-esteem?
Absolutely.
Make you feel better as a person?
Better as a person, better as a woman, better as a citizen of this country, absolutely.
More dignified?
Yes.
You don't have to rely on some man or whoever else to tell you, to dictate the quality of your life. You can do it on your own, right?
Exactly. Yes.
So, ladies and gentlemen, this is it. As my pastor always said growing up, be good, be quick, and then be gone. So before you kick me out this morning, I'm going to leave. I got a meeting with the FDIC Vice Chairman coming up, but I want to do this shout out of Bill's.
Thank you, John.
What was the conference name this morning?
Improving your credit education. That's the bill that we're working to improve. It's called the Credit Repair Organization Act, and we have 23 partners similar to Operation Hope, but none as outstanding as Operation Hope. And then we also provided a study result that shows how credit education, specific credit education, can improve your life. So go to Operation Hope and find out details. Please refer your friends to the Hope Inside locations. It will change your life just as it has changed Janine's life.
And what's your website?
It is www.mycreditlife.com.
So you shouldn't be following some hip-hop star, even though that's cool. Listen to their music. You should be following some reality show, that's cool. Watch the show. Give yourself physical therapy. We need it now so we don't go crazy over all the stuff that's on the news. You do need some comedy and some entertainment. But once you step aside that, you need to be all over people like Bill, like a cheap suit. You know, his home number, his phone number, his cell phone number, his social security number. You should be following him to the restaurant. This person can change your life. We got to make smart sexy again. These ladies here are making smart sexy. We've making dumb sexy for too long. We've dumbed down and celebrated it. We've got to make smart sexy again. I'm coming at you straight and no chaser. This is the civil rights movement. Unbought, unbossed, unbiased, nonpartisan, coming to you only with your agenda in mind. I'm coming to you because I love you. I don't even know you, but we're going to help to take your life back. Drop the mic. I'm out.